The worst day of my life was when you got powers.
Wow, that hurts much more than I thought it would.
They're just a bunch of freaks.
They're freaks? Look at yourself! Isn't that why you belong there?
Among the many tragic characters in Invincible, Samantha, better known as Atom Eve, stands out as one of the greatest examples of unrealized potential. While her extraordinary molecular manipulation powers make her one of the most powerful beings on Earth, the greatest obstacle to her development is not her abilities, but the environment in which she was raised. Throughout her childhood, Atom Eve grows up under constant emotional neglect, criticism, and pressure from her father, whose obsession with normalcy causes him to reject the very qualities that make his daughter exceptional.
Why can't you just be
Normal?
now? That's not what I said.
It's what you meant.
I mean, why do you want to run away?
My parents think I'm a weirdo too. They just want a normal kid who does her piano lessons and gets straight A's and stuff.
Stop! Stop! I said stop! Normal people aren't supposed to be able to do things like that.
Who cares? Maybe I'm a superhero.
Want what's best for you. A normal life. A house, a husband, kids.
That's what's best for you, Dad.
From an early age, Samantha displays extraordinary intelligence long before her powers manifest. As a young child, she naturally understands molecular structures, builds complex chemical models from Legos, and even helps an older student with chemistry. These are not simply signs of a genius. They demonstrate a level of scientific intuition far beyond what most adults possess. Instead of recognizing this remarkable ability as something to nurture, her father reacts with discomfort. Her father consistently views anything outside the ordinary as a problem to be corrected, rather than a gift to be encouraged. His first instinct is not to celebrate Samantha's brilliance, but to push her toward becoming normal. This attitude profoundly shapes Samantha's self-image. Rather than feeling proud of her intelligence, she begins to see it as something that isolates her from others. When she is enrolled in a special school, she does not experience acceptance, but instead feels labeled as a freak.
Electrons.
Huh?
Mercury 6s found subshell has 2 electrons.
Sam's been making molecules for me. Check it out. That's baking soda. This one is glucose.
The neighbors are talking about her? What's the name of that school for weirdos?
She overhears conversations about her as though she is a problem to solve rather than a child with extraordinary potential. Even when she later makes a friend, that friendship is fragile because she has never been taught that her uniqueness is something worth embracing. And her father's emotional abuse continues as she grows into a teenager. Whenever she demonstrates abilities beyond what is normal, his response is criticism instead of encouragement. He repeatedly expresses disappointment that she is not a normal daughter and dismisses her interests and accomplishments. This constant rejection contributes to Eve's insecurity despite her immense power, and the consequences of this upbringing become apparent in how Samantha uses her abilities. Atom Eve has one of the strongest powers in the world. She can manipulate matter at the molecular level, creating food, structures, machinery, clothing, weapons, and countless other objects almost instantly. These powers could change the world.
Oh, that's the thing. She has these molecules memorized. Like she could just see them in her head.
You know how I used to say I could, see molecules and stuff?
You could see molecules, turn paper into stone, feel the chemical composition of the world in your bones.
Well, I can also change them around. Move electrons from here to there. It's crazy. I can make stuff.
Before you came.
I can irrigate deserts, stop natural disasters, bring food to the starving. Make a real difference.
She could do so much. She could build housing in hours, restore damaged ecosystems, recycle waste into useful resources, manufacture medicine, repair infrastructure after natural disasters, and dramatically improve global living standards. There are no other superheroes that possess powers with such broad humanitarian applications. However, she does not even try to do any of this. Instead, she uses her abilities for fighting criminals, and even then she uses her powers as a blunt stick. This is only a fraction of what she could potentially accomplish. The reason she uses her powers like this is because of her mindset. As a child, she is repeatedly taught to suppress herself, avoid standing out, and doubt her own judgment. Everything she is going through is enabled by her mother, who always ends up taking her husband's side over her daughter's. This abuse from her parents does affect her, and it shows in how she uses her powers from a child to an adult.
Masks you're wearing.
Adam Eve should have been one of the world's leading scientists in addition to being a superhero. Her childhood clearly demonstrates that she possesses genius-level scientific ability. Combining advanced scientific knowledge with molecular manipulation would likely have made her powers vastly more effective. If she had just halfway decent parents that did not make her feel that she was a freak in her own skin, then she could have flourished into the person that she was always meant to be. But once again, her parents did not like her powers and did not even want her to use them, so nearly everything she learns is through trial and error, rather than because she was taught by someone. The fact that she is so well adjusted as a person is in spite of the parents that raised her, and not because of them.
You were one of my projects, Samantha. A superhero with almost limitless potential.
Oh, she's not gifted. She's just weird. Public school's fine.
Did you eat my cake?
How dare you! Hey, like it or not, we're the only family you've got.
I love you, Samantha. I do, but I wish you'd try harder sometimes.
Adam Eve possesses nearly limitless power, but years of emotional neglect, rejection, and inadequate support have destroyed what could have been one of the greatest superheroes in the world. Adam Eve's greatest tragedy is not that she lacks power. It is that the people responsible for raising her never truly believed in the remarkable person she already was.
I'm adopted? Man, that would explain a lot.